Hello everyone, my name is Quincy. I'm 9 years old. Today I will talk about my homework. Hey everybody, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehensions as I speak. This might seem a little strange topic, but I think it's very relevant because most people complain about many things in their lives. Especially in this video, I want to talk about some of the different things that people complain about often. Depending on where you live, this might be a common complaint. In the US, people make small talk. They tend to talk about the weather. They might comment on how nice the weather is that day, or might talk about how terrible the weather is. It's very easy to connect with other persons when it's complaining about the weather because it's an easy topic to talk about. I think it's a big reason why people like to complain about this topic. It helps you start conversation. Sometimes I complain when it's raining, especially on the weekend. I love going outside and enjoying the outdoors, so it's disappointing for me when I can't do this. I know shouldn't complain about things I can't control, but I do this sometimes. Another thing that people love to complain about is traffic. Nowadays, many people work from home, but if you work from home, you work in an office, you probably have to commute to work 5 days a week. The verb to commute means to travel to and from some place regularly. If you commute to work in the morning and you commute back home in the evening, you probably do this during rush hour. This is the time during the day when there are more cars on the road. If you live in a crowded city, you would definitely hear people complain about the traffic during rush hour. I know some people that spend 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening in the traffic. It's hard to complain in this situation. I hate being stuck in the traffic and I definitely complain about this sometimes. It seems like every year life gets more and more expensive. For example, in the past, houses and apartments were much cheaper than they are now. For many young adults, buying a house seems impossible nowadays. I hear some people complain about this all the time. It's funny because Americans complain about this a lot, but actually gas is much more expensive in the other countries. Still, we Americans like to complain about this. In my opinion, the thing I complain about the most is the government. Of course, everyone complains about the culture, politics, and terrible president. But what annoys me the most is the horrible experience you have when you use government service. I can't tell you how many times I have been disappointed with the government services. Just in the last month, I've at least 3 bad experiences with the government. Almost every time I use the government service, there are errors with the website, their workers are rude, and it takes them a long time to do their job. And of course, the quality of their work and their situation is terrible. For example, almost of the students I talk to tell me that the government hospital in their countries are not good. Overall, governments don't offer high quality services. I'm sure many you complain about government services too. Alright, now I'm going to ask you some questions about today's video to see if you understood. 1. What's the most common topic of small talk? 2. What does the verb commute mean? 3. What's the one thing that seems to get more expensive all the time? Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.